Now substituting this Ay bar in your shear stress equation, we have shear stress tau is equal to F into Ay bar, which is 2 by 3 of r square minus y square to the power 3 by 2 the whole upon IB. Now since the I of the section is given as pi by 4 into d square, which is all constant, so we let this item to be as I only. So shear stress becomes F into 2 by 3 r square minus y square to the power 3 by 2 upon I into the width of this layer will be given as 2 times of AB, or I may say the total width of this layer B is equal to 2 times of AB. So your AB is square root of r square minus y square. So your width becomes 2 into square root of r square minus y square. Now we see that this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. So we have shear stress is equal to F by 3I into, if we consider this term, we have r square minus y square to the power 3 by 2, and here we have r square minus y square to the power 1 by 2. So if this power 1 by 2 goes up, we get r square minus y square. So this is your final equation for your shear stress, which is given as F by 3I into r square minus y square. Now again, if we analyze this equation, we see that a variation of shear stress is parabolic. Also, the shear stress increases as the value of y decreases. So we see that the magnitude of shear stress increases as this layer goes closer and closer to the neutral axis. So we see your shear stress is only a function of your y. So for shear stress to be maximum, we have d by dy of tau equal to 0. That means differentiation of tau with respect to y equated to 0 will give you the position of the layer at which your shear stress is maximum. So we have d by dy of F by 3I into r square minus y square is equal to 0. So since F by 3I is constant, we have d by dy of r square is 0 minus 2y is equal to 0. So we have y equal to 0. So again we see that at y equal to 0, that is at the neutral axis, your shear stress is maximum. So your maximum shear stress tau max, which is also your shear stress at neutral axis, will be given as, we simply substitute the value of y equal to 0 in a shear stress equation. So we get F by 3I into r square minus 0. So a maximum shear stress can be written as F into r square upon 3 into moment of inertia of this cross section, circular cross section about the centroidal or neutral axis, is given as pi by 64 into d to the power 4. So this can be written as F into r square upon 3 into pi by 64 into 2r to the power 4, where d has been substituted by 2 times of radius r. So upon simplification, we get it as 4 by 3 of 4 by 3 f upon pi r square. Now we see this pi r square is nothing but the area of this total cross section. So we can write it as 4 by 3 into f by area. Now let this be equation 1. Now let us also find out the shear stress at the extreme layer from the neutral axis, that is at y equal to d by 2 or r. So your shear stress at the extreme layer will be given as F by 3I into r square minus r square, which will be 0. So again your shear stress comes out to be 0 at the extreme layer from the neutral axis. So we can say that your shear stress is varying from 0 at the extreme layer to your maximum value at the neutral axis, and that variation is parabolic. So your shear stress variation curve will look like as shown in the figure, where we see that your value of shear stress is 0 at the two extreme layers and it is maximum at the neutral axis, whereas the shear stress at a layer y from the neutral axis will be somewhere in between 0 and tau max. Now since your circular cross section is also symmetrical section, the shear stress variation in the part of cross section below the neutral axis up to the other extreme end will be same as that in the upper part as shown in the figure. We also know that a mean shear stress tau mean is given as shear force divided by area, which is nothing but F upon pi r square. But from equation 1, we have already derived that your maximum shear stress is 4 by 3 of F upon pi r square. So combining these two equations, we can write as relation between your maximum shear stress and mean shear stress as tau max is equal to 4 by 3 of tau mean. Now this is a relation between maximum shear stress and mean shear stress for circular cross section. With this, a problem is solved. Thanks for watching in 5 minutes.